morning. Hope you're well. Welcome back. We are Thursday today. Bit overcast, pretty windy. It's been pretty windy the last couple of days. What are we up to? I'm in the workshop. I've actually hurt my back, so it was pretty sore at the weekend, and then a couple of days in the truck. I was in a bit of trouble Monday night, and then went to the osteo. Managed to get an osteo appointment Wednesday morning, and probably did more harm than good. So not moving all that well. Actually spent yesterday on the couch, which I haven't done for a while, just because I need to let it settle down. Have had a crook back for quite some time. Have had an operation on it, so it's just something I had back in 2016, but it's just something I've got to manage. It flares up every now and then, and it's flared up pretty badly at the moment. So it is better today, but I'm still pretty steady. So there's a few jobs here in the workshop I can do. I've just been tidying up a bit, and I can get to, and I've got a stool and that set up here at the lathe, so I can sit on that and get these bushes machined. Tony's just putting some fungicide on some wheat, and Brendan's just floating around doing a few jobs. We've sort of finished watering over it, a dairy block for the time being, and I shut the irrigator, the hard hosed irrigator off, just because I wasn't going to be able to get up during the night and shift it. So we're going to start it again this morning, and what we'll probably do is just run it during the day. I can turn the water on and off overnight. So so that's what we'll probably do. And then the boys can shift it for me during the day. Mate's been over this morning. We're just trying to get this strip tiller built for corn. So I've actually been buying a few bits and pieces. Just that I came across these on an online auction. So we've got some tines here. So we're effectively building a bar out of a 100mm box section for these to clamp to, so we can band the fertiliser, and then we've got all these U-bolts and that sort of stuff, and a couple of them are bought as well. So we've also got these closing coulters, which I don't know whether we'll end up using them, but they were cheap, so we haven't spent a lot of money by any stretch. So just thought we could might be able to make something out of them. So we'll see how we go with that. And we're just I'll just get to and get this lathe going, but pretty steady. I might even head to the couch for the afternoon. I'll just see how I'm going, but no sign of rain again. That sort of everything perked up a bit after that rain the other day. They do have rain for next week, so we'll just so we'll see how that develops as it comes. But it's been not so much here, but I'm hearing there's been a bit of frost damage around the place, to a couple of hours north, a bit further than that. Which is a bit of a bummer, because they were having a pretty good season up there. So anyway, we'll get this thing spinning and see how we go. What I've done is, and it's sort of a bit of back and forth as to how to do it, but I needed to be able to get grease into these end bushes, and I probably haven't got the, to put a grease nipple in when you've only got a little bit sticking out, it's probably not all that satisfactory. So what I'm going to do is, in this end plate that we put in the end here, just to blank that up, I'm actually going to get a couple of sockets, and we can screw buy a gal socket with a cap that just screws in. So what we'll be able to do is, I've just drilled a hole here in the middle of this one, and I'll tap a thread in a minute for the just bear with me, I'll stop that while I'm talking to you. I'll tap a thread in that in a minute for the grease nipple, and then we can weld that bush in, and then it's only a case of just unscrewing the cap out of the end of it, and you can get in there with a grease gun to grease that one. What I do in the middle here, I don't know yet, because just need to be a bit careful boring a hole in there, because that'll actually weaken that. So we'll just see. we'll see how it comes up. We'll get those end ones done and then yeah, see what it looks like then. But yeah, that's how we're going to get grease into them, because yeah, because they're steel on steel and that sort of stuff. And I have had people ask about whether we're going to put a nylon, run a nylon washer effectively between there and there. Well, I'm not gonna. What I might actually do is just machine another short bit of this stuff and just put it down on there so the surfaces are flat, and then yeah, just plenty of grease. So anyway, she's farmer style, yeah, but no, there's no reason why it shouldn't work though. Tim, how you going? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. How'd you get on? Righto. Cool, alright, no worries. Yep. No worries, I'll slip in shortly and grab him. Thanks, Tim, good on you, mate. Tap that. Tony just came back. The pivot, we've got the pivot going on the canola, and it stopped, and he's thinking the alternator on the John Deere motor on the dam might have died or something. Anyway, I've got those little kits of grease nipples, and I thought I had M8 ones, so I drilled and tapped an M8 hole, but I don't have any M8 ones. So anyway, I've got to go to town in a minute, so I'll grab some while I'm in town. One more fine cut and hopefully we'll be pretty right. That's pretty good, I think. It's just where the two, because I've had to bore it from both ends, it's just going to where the crossover is. It might be a bit tight, so we might have to take a bit more out of it, but that's also, it's full of swarf too, so I can only push it so far. But I think it'll be alright. Yeah, can always run a bit of, these are pretty dirty and got a bit of crap on them, so we can always clean them up a bit too, which will help. So I don't fast forward a couple of hours. I've just been up here with Tony, trying to get this pivot motor to go. What we worked out is the alternator has died. It's not putting any charge out. It was actually, the battery's basically running flat. The giveaway, or Tony sort of picked up on it, and apologies for the wind, it's a bugger of a day again. The tacho, that's what I was trying to get out. It obviously gets its reading off the back of the alternator, so it was dead, and then when we put a multimeter on the battery, we jump started it, and it was actually running out of steam. So we've been over to Finley, to Mother Deere, $650 later for a second well reconditioned one. They do it. A new one was $1,000, which is ridiculous. Anyway, we'll get it unhooked and yeah, get it fired up again. So we've still got water coming into the dam, so that's why I sort of probably could have left it till tomorrow, but given we've still got water running in, we wouldn't have been able to hold all the water. So anyway, we'll swap it over and get it cracking. My love-hate relationship with engineers. Look at this, would you? Got the fan radiator fan, the guard on it, and the bolt. You can probably see the end of the bolt. Doesn't go far enough to get the bolt out for the alternator. I wonder why we drink. Anyway, we'll get it. So yeah, got it off. Had done do the cover off the guard off the fan to spin it around to get the bolt out. So anyway, yeah, I'll get this other one on and hopefully it fixes the problem. All done. So I'll yeah, just got to slip out in the middle and start the centre first, and then yeah, we'll come back and the battery's flat, so I'll have to jump start it. But yeah, need to start the one out in the middle first, just to get that Nelson valve open so the water will come out of the irrigator. So we'll duck out there and do that. All the times I want this thing to have held prime, and it didn't. So I'll let it go and get the fire unit. Hopefully I've got the jumper pack there. I'm hopeful that it might have enough charge in it to start this and I don't have to unhook the ute. But anyway, we'll get this primed up first and see how we go. Anyway, I don't know why it shouldn't lose prime with the foot valve and that we put down, the one-way valve we put down the bottom, but here we are. The little jumper pack didn't have enough beans to get it to go, so just got the ute here. We'll get the jumper leads on it and see if we can get it to fire up. It should do. Did before, so. That's a giveaway that it was crook. So anyway, we're primed. The canola here, it's probably got 30% flour left on it, I suppose. I'll just pull up here. I hadn't started the irrigator walking, so I'm just gonna come back out to the middle and get it going. Oh, there's a nasty pivot track there. So yeah, the plan is with this, once the canola's off, this is going to go into a short season corn. Yeah, so we haven't had corn under this irrigator for a while, but yeah, but as you can see, it's a pretty good crop. This we'll use the ute as comparison height-wise, so yeah, we'll just keep the water up to it, and it's potting up really well. The motor's chugging away. Irrigator's irrigating. A bit wet if we're not careful. Yeah, the gate's the wrong way. So, can't actually see this screen. 30 mil. Start it walking. Again, it's got the light there. When it's good indication if you, well, we've got our phones with us all the time anyway, but yeah, just look, you can see the light flashing means it's running. So we'll run back and yeah, run the pump up to revs, and yeah, we've got the other irrigator going, so I'll go and have a look at it and see what it's up to. Yeah, the back's actually not feeling too badly at the moment, but yeah, wasn't intending to be doing this much today, but it's amazing how things don't go to plan. Again, you can't see me. That doesn't work. You need to be able to see me or see what's going on. Yeah, so anyway, we'll go and rev this pump up a bit and we'll duck over to the other block, and I probably won't shift it myself, just the way my back is. It's going to need shifting during the night some stage, so I'm thinking I'll just go over, and because we've only got a meg and a half of water running, I'm thinking so the boys started at 3:15, so it's going to want, what's that, about 1 o'clock or something stupid. So what I might just do is go over and turn the water on, turn the irrigator off, and get the boys to shift it in the morning for me. So yeah, anyway, I'll see how I go, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking anyway. But we'll get this pump revved up and go and have a look at it. One thing I forgot to mention, we now have a resident black snake living under the concrete slab that the pump and motor sits on. I put him up there this morning, and there when I came down to start it there at lunchtime, he was sunning himself. He would have been, he wasn't a big one, only 2.5 foot long. So he ducked in under the slab, and anyway, I mentioned it to Tony just to beware of the danger noodle, and Tony said, oh no, he's camping there. Tony sent him 2 or 3 times, so yeah. Anyway, just have to remember that he's there. When he'll probably move on, no doubt, at some point in time. But yeah, he looked a bit ratty. He still had his sort of half lost his winter skin, so he was a bit blistered and that sort of stuff. But anyway, black ones don't do too much harm. If it was a big brown one, we might be a bit more concerned, but yeah, black ones are pretty safe around them. So there has been a few rats and that kicking around the pump there, so he might even be getting a smorgasbord of rats. He might be doing us a favour. So yeah, but anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. I saw him the other day and thought, oh really? So we'll go and have a look at this other pump and see what it's doing. Probably can't see that out there, but it's going alright. So yeah, what is it, 7 o'clock? Yeah, I don't think it'll be done in 5 hours, but anyway, yeah, it is winding in, so we'll just let him be. And the wind has died off now from what it was. Yeah, it was a pretty feral day in the end, so yeah, anyway. Alright, well, yeah, we're back into it. Apologies, I've just been battling you can't see me in the light. I've just been battling getting the time to do the edit, get a bit of editing done. So there's been a couple come out close together, and yeah, there's still a few more to come. So I'll get to it and try and get them done the next few days and get them out for you. And yeah, most of it's, you know, only a week behind. We don't get too far out, otherwise I lose track of what's actually happened. So okie dokie, thanks again. See you on the next one. Bye bye.